From the studios of Books in Motion, this is Rusty Nelson reading The Avenger, number 69 in the Wilderness series by David Robbins. Now let's begin with The Avenger. So it is written, and if any mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burning for burning, wound for wound, stripe for stripe. Exodus 21:23 through 25. Chapter 1. To Zach King, the scream was like the stinging slash of a sharp knife. Jerking his head up, he came to a stop and stared in raw worry at his log cabin. Inside, his wife was giving birth. She wasn't alone. His mother and sister and Shakespeare McNair's wife were helping. Why, then, he anxiously wondered, had she screamed? Louisa had borne her pregnancy well, with no complications. Toward the end, she had been prickly, wanting to get it over with so she could go back to being herself, as she put it. But that was normal. The actual birth was a whole different matter. A lot of women or their babies died in childbirth, especially in the wilds. Zach had complete confidence in his mother, Winona, and her friend, Blue Water Woman. Even so, he feared greatly for Lou. His throat had gone dry. With a nervous toss of his black mane of hair, he swallowed and resumed pacing. Their cabin was on the north shore of a large lake. Directly across the lake were his father's and Shakespeare McNair's. At the west end lived a family of escaped slaves, while to the east stood the lodge belonging to a family of Nansusquas, none of which interested Zach. He yearned to race inside and see if Lou was all right, but his mother had been absolutely clear. He was not to enter under any circumstances, not to interrupt in any way. "Lou does not want you in there, son, only us," Winona had stressed. Secretly, Zach was stung. He and Lou did everything together. They were joined at the heart, as she liked to say. That she didn't desire to have him at her side when their child came into the world was like a smack to the face. "Don't look so glum," Winona had told him, as, smiling, she had placed her hand on his shoulder and tenderly squeezed. "This is for women, not men. It is the same among my people." The Shoshone custom, Zach knew, was for the mother to go off alone when her time came. She would squat, and the baby would slide out, and that was that. It was not like it was with whites, where a woman stayed indoors and lay on her back for several days, if not longer. "Please let her get through this alive and well," Zach said to the sky, half under his breath. Louisa was everything to him. To lose her would crush him. Zach stopped and faced the lake and took several deep breaths. Ordinarily, the splendor of the high Rockies stirred him, but today he barely noticed the white gleam of snow on several of the miles-high peaks, or the vivid green of the forests. The cool tang of autumn was in the air, but he hardly noticed that either. Bowing his head, Zach went to do more pacing when a slight sound told him he wasn't alone. "He'll wear out the soles of his moccasins if he keeps that up," a familiar deep voice declared. A second man quoted, "He's that he is. I may not breathe my censure what he might be, if what he might he is not."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?